I'm in a position of 371. I was like in the position 369 in the world, and there's one another guy where he's searching for a match. Man, let me just 1 second. I just put this back in English, and man, this is not the first time that I do it. Like in the first day to get to this kind of a spot. It's not the first time. In my country, in Portugal, I'm probably in the third position. Yeah, this doesn't count. So yeah, I'm in the third position. I think like seasons ago, I was in like I reached the first position in Portugal, like in the first couple of hours as well. This is like the very, very first start of the season where the leaderboard is still a little bit bugged. Like this couple of guys shouldn't be here. So technically, I would have been in like top 200, maybe in the world. Yeah, there are a couple of dudes that shouldn't be here. So maybe like 300. Yeah, more like it. And yeah, like since at the start, I think at the start I had like 6,400, and I just climbed it up. And I think that the most notorious win. I mean, there were a couple of matches that were like really bit crazy. This one, I mean, what? So, it just kept like I kind of knew that he had free muskets during the match, but he kept playing on collectors, and it was just like a little bit weird of a match. Like he kept playing like collectors at that like middle, so I can't really convert it to inflict like damage on the tower with the because like if he plays the collector more towards one tower, maybe I can give some damage with the graveyard, and from there I can possibly try to get some advantage. Either way, that's what I did. So I was kind of lucky, I risked a lot because if you had some massive counter, it would have been friendly, But overall, I'm not gonna waste much of your guys' times. But overall, yeah, I just kept on defending, kept seeking for opportunities in single elixir because I don't know. He didn't really wanted to risk playing free masks in the back, as you see. He contemplated to play the free masks, but overall, he waited until the elixir, and he just kept on getting more and more advantage. And yeah, I tried to counter. I tried to counter. Like that was bad. That was poor. I obviously wanted to get rid of the freeze masks with the what do you call it? The rival goods didn't work. Forced me to play a freeze, which wasn't that bad. Overall, in terms of a defense, it was pretty damn nice. He plays another collector, and at this point, it is more like trying to play different collectors in the different towers because both towers are mainly damaged, and he's trying to push, but I don't know. He should have man. He should have played more like the freeze masks in the back. I don't even have what do you call it? A fireball or something. So he could have played the free masks like anywhere, you know. I tried to be creative with the graveyard. Didn't really work out too well. Didn't really work out. Just trying to be creative because overall, from here, you have to seek for an opportunity more like after he plays his attack. You know, only after he plays his or only after he attacks you can seek for an opportunity to counter. You know. So during that whole part, I can cycle a graveyard in a little moment. You know, it's not the end of the world. So, for example, I played the graveyard. I get some skeletons to give me some more of a defensive side. I still play a freeze. I don't know. At this point, mm, to be honest, I didn't really know what to do or even what to play. I was like, sure, I'll defend it, and after attacks, I'll seek for an opportunity to attack. Like right here, Warrior Goods Graveyard. There you go. And now I can freeze, and even if he attacks, I'm like on his neck, you know, and bam, tower tower down. Uh, so yeah, it's more about like waiting for him to attack and then countering it, you know. So yeah, this match, I mean, nothing new. Lava Hound, nothing new. I lost against Mega Knight. Yeah, Lightning. So Mega Knight and Lightning, like you can use the Lightning to get rid of my Overhead and my Executioner, and then he has the Mega to counter the rest. Pretty tough. I won against this Mega. You can give a little watch. I activated the tower, which was not too bad right here. So I wait for him to play the Mega. I get rid of most of those minions, and bam! With the tornado, I activate the tower. I can freeze this, and I was kind of very lucky now to have activated tower to be able to freeze. Then I kind of had to lose a bit of damage because my deck is just heavy. So at some point, if I keep trying to do defense, at some point, if he has a quick deck, I'll have to just let it go for a bit. So I need to let it go for a bit so that I can get to the same amount of elixir as my opponent, you know. Otherwise, I wouldn't get much of a chance. So here, here I played the very good. Like I didn't, no, I didn't play it. But for example, if he plays the Mega Knight on one side, if he plays the Mega Knight on my left, then you know you'll suffer a bit on the right. So it's tough to really explain everything. But yeah, like at this point, for example, here, let me just talk a little bit more about that. I could have played Warrior Goods and then I could have played the Graveyard, but I prefer to save the Warrior Goods. And because I have pressure on both sides, there you go, I have pressure on both sides, you know, so you could have played Mega Knight in the back, in the back, no, in the middle, like in the middle of both towers. But because I make some pressure with the graveyard, I force him to play something in the back, you know. So, and with the graveyard, I get some little damage on it. Even though he gets to have a counter, I can play now with the recruits. I'll suffer one bit of that damage, and overall, you can go for a mega, but I still have a defensive part on my deck. You know, I still have the brain hat, which I can then use the brain hat to rotate my deck and go instantly to the executioner. That was not the most beautiful or gorgeously played executioner, but that's alright. Graveyard on top. I placed the graveyard on the side where I have like the most units of very good. I placed the graveyard on the opposite side where I have like the most very goods and rebellions. So if you place the Mega Knight on one side, you still have to defend the other, you know. So that is the whole purpose of it, and yeah, tower down. Look, I record this type of videos to just practice some of my English and share with you guys some of the ideas behind this deck that I use to do some ridiculous stuff. Now I'm actually in the top 400, you know, and still crazy that I can get there in the first couple of hours, you know. Very wild. And I just use these opportunities to just talk a bit some more English and to just record some things so that maybe in a couple of years I can go back and rewatch them, you know, and instantly remember these times, for example. So yeah, the world is in a crazy place right now. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day and amazing week. Enjoy your day, enjoy your lives. I'll see you next time. Take care and peace.
Finally say I'm up now 20,000 on a bus down, I'm on my way up, going up now, and I ain't never gonna touch down.